1 hour workout with me. Let's go. Let's change the music. quite tired. Okay, I think it's just quite enough. I feel a little tired because it's been a long time that I haven't worked out. Now I will practice my English speaking skill by reading English paragraph, sentence, and conversation. Let's go. Now, beside working out with me, we will learn English, practice English. Okay, I just find out some English reading. So now I will practice speaking. Please listen to me. I usually teach English at a language school in the summer. I often can't enjoy the summer because I am so busy. So next summer, I'm not planning to work. Instead, I'm going to have a proper summer holiday. I'm going to buy a camper van and ride around Ireland. I'm going to visit lots of beautiful beaches and learn to surf. I'm mostly going to travel alone, but I will visit friends. One friend, Kathy, is a school teacher, so she has a long summer holiday. So hopefully, we will spend a week or two together. Another Irish friend, Joe, has a new house there, so I'll stay with him for a few days and help him paint at the room. Wow, I rarely use my English, so maybe my speaking skill is not as good as before. I need to take it back. Last year, I did a surfing instructor course and I spent the summer teaching people to surf. It was great. I was in the sea and sun all day, and every evening my friends and I had a barbecue on the beach. The surf school asked me to return this summer, but I'm going I'm not going to do that. Last autumn I learned to scuba dive and I'm going to do a dive instructor course soon. Then I plan to teach diving all summer to earn some money. I don't want to stay in the UK. It's too cold there. I want to fly to Greece or Egypt. I will go there alone. I'm sure I will meet lots of cool people there. Nice. I'm thirsty. Well, last month, my friend Apple and I had a crazy idea. We decided to cycle from the south of England to the north of Scotland. from Land's End to John O'Groats. It's an 874 mile trip. It takes 10 to 14 days, but I'm not as fast cyclist. But not but I'm not a fast cyclist and I want to enjoy visiting different places, so we plan to ride for 4 weeks. We will visit historic cities like Bath and Edinburgh, cycle through the pretty countryside and visit museums and castles on the way. I've wanted to come, but I'd like a comfortable bed at the end of each day. So we are going to stay in guest houses. I hope it doesn't rain a lot, but I hope it's not hot either. Holy. Okay, we are going to read a paragraph about my family. Dear Mata, I'm going to tell you about my family. I live with my little sister, mom and dad. We live in London, although I grew up in Lancaster, a beautiful city in the north of England. My dad's name is Peter. He's from France and he speaks English and French. When he was young, my mother went to France on a student exchange and they met there. A few years later, my dad moved to England and married my mom. He works as a French teacher. He's very tall, much taller than my mom, and athletic. Athletic. He's got short blonde hair and blue eyes. My mom's name is Anna. She's English. She's quite short and she's got long curly brown hair. Got curly brown hair and brown eyes. She works at a chemist opposite our home. She can speak French too. My sister Julia is 18 years old and she's got the same color of hair and eyes as my father. He's, she loves playing the piano and dancing. She's very talented and she would like to be a professional musician. I've got short blonde hair like my dad, but brown eyes like my mom. We all love playing board games together on Friday evenings, and we always order pizza. Our favorite game is Monopoly. Oh, I almost forgot. We also got a pet cat, Snowball. She's white and has got a lot of fur. She likes sleeping on me. Right back soon. Please tell me about your family too. It's sunny. You can see it's shining on my face. Look a little. Well, it's my skin. I don't know. Look at the camera. It's just difference difference from my face in the reality. Okay, it's it doesn't matter. We'll continue to the new text. Going to the mall. Every city in the USA has a mall of four. There are about 1,100 malls in the US. These giant store-filled buildings are one of America's greatest entertainment options for teens and families. Mall of America in Minnesota is the largest mall. It is so big that it has an amusement park in it. But malls nowadays aren't the same as they used to in the 80s and 90s. During those decades, teens would go to the mall and spend hours shopping, playing video games at the arcade, or just hanging out with friends. It was cool in the summer and warm in the winter. In those days, malls provided the perfect source of shopping and entertainment for entire families. Nowadays, you can still eat in the food court and go to the movies, but there aren't many arcades left. Hopefully, malls will remain one of the greatest American pastimes, but only time will tell how people in the future will prefer to spend their time. I need to go for drinking water. Wait a second. I'm back. My favorite drink, Sting, is cold. Wow, nice. Okay, bread. Eat with me. Eating while working out. But I'm hungry. What? Yes, it's so delicious. Mm. My lips. Oh, my lips look like I use lipsticks, right? Mhm. It's okay. Well, I don't know if the weather it just rained and now it's dry. It just raining and now it's sunny. Come on, I need to fix my seat. I use a umbrella. Okay, that's better. The side is not on my face. Shit. Okay, it's good. We'll continue to eat. Mhm. Chocolate. It's abnormal. I'm sitting here eating this bread and make a video like 1 hour workout with me. I've never done like this before. Look, this bread so delicious, right? Mm. I know that drink is unhealthy. Mm. 20 more minutes. 20 phút nữa mới xong. Mhm. Hi. Okay, we continue to speak English. A few days ago, I will speak English and tell you English stories. Okay, this story called The Boy Who Couldn't Sleep. Listen, listen. The boy who couldn't sleep. On the day that he was born, Mark slept for most of the time, and in the first weeks of his life, he slept like other babies. But when he began to look around him, he didn't sleep so much. He slept for a few hours at night and a little in the daytime. Then he stopped sleeping during the day. He was awake for 20 hours. His eyes were always open. His mother, Samantha Price, was very surprised. She said that the world was a very interesting place and perhaps Max wanted to see everything. She thought this was because he was intelligent. The doctors and were also very surprised, but they said that they didn't know why Max slept so little. Then a trial by psychologists studied Mark's case. He said that it wasn't a very strange case. His studies showed that a lot of modern babies were sleeping less. He wasn't sure why, but he had some ideas about it. 200 years ago, people went to bed earlier than today. He told Samantha, generally, life was slower in the past and people slept longer. They worked a lot and they didn't have much money, so they often stayed at home after work and went to bed when it got dark. You see, there was no television and there weren't any electric lights. Electric light is different from candle light. It is brighter and it keeps you awake. Babies are influenced in mysterious way by the world, and if the world is fast, noisy and bright, and if people often go to bed very late, babies will feel this and they won't sleep so much. Are you sure, doctor? Samantha said. I think that Max doesn't sleep because he finds the world so interesting. He is very intelligent. Yes, that's possible, Mrs. Price. But it's true that our society is become more nocturnal. Oh, this story is very long. Um, we will move a little bit like this, okay? I'll find some short story. It's not good for my eyes, so I I decided to become an astronaut when I was 4 years old. It was a magazine clipping that struggled this passion for space. I am now 15 years old and I still believe that I will be a part of a spaceship crew one day. In fact, I'm not the only one to have such high ambitions. My best friend Wizard is passionate about planes. He spends his free time making Boeing models that he sells to us. You will not see him wasting his energy or useless things because he wants to be a pilot in 50 years' time. 50 years, not less, not more. He talks about this day in and day out. Day in and day out. Talk about something day in and day out. It's empty. Dreams can't be too big. Oh, nice. Simple and illustrated. I see your monster. Angela lives in Brazil. Angela loves Brazil. Tom lives in Canada. Tom loves Canada. Angela and Tom met. Angela and Tom want to play. Angela and Tom want to jump. Angela and Tom want to yell. Angela and Tom play, jump, and yell. Get it ready. Angela and Tom sit. Tom brings a big bag. Angela brings a small bag. Tom brings a black hat. Angela brings a pink hat. Tom brings an old map. Angela brings a big map. Tom brings a net. Angela brings a big net. Angela and Tom bring many things. Tom brings a jar. Angela brings monks. Tom and Angela drink. Stupid. A young man called Aaron hates eating his vegetables. One day, his mother locks him out. Aaron finds a house with a strange old woman inside and a dog that talks. Will he find his way home? And will he discover the secret of the house? God is trying to make humans, but something is wrong. His calculations look right, but the humans are staying babies for 50 years. What is the problem? Easy Stories in English is back, but there are, there are a few changes. There will only be a new episode a fortnight, once every 2 weeks. I am stopping teaching. I am going to start a scripting the conversation section instead of improvising it. The new email, new set, newsletter will just contain. I have to post the postcard. The postcard is returning. She flew down and took the roof of the cart. The people with the cart saw her run away. Grella laughed and picked up the cart in her hand. She emptied it into her mouth, eating all the jewels in one go. Marilla understood now. The mother had. Oh, Della stopped suddenly. The fairy face turned, filling with anger. She jumped towards the wing, and her spell was broken. The guards ran forward, grabbing her thin arm and easily holding her back. If she will not give me my wings, then let her suffer like me. If I cannot. What do you like to do in the evening? Tell me in the comment below. For me, I just want to spend my time with my family, with my child and my wife, practicing dancing, yeah, dancing and working out to lose weight nicely. Okay, I see. Are you okay? Have you tried to run a marathon with no practice? I hope not. You might pull a muscle. You need to start small in order to achieve something big like that. When it comes to learn English, what if I told you that you can understand big ideas with just a little bit of text? If you do not need to wait several You do not need to wait several years to deal with complex ideas. Just because you are learning a language does not mean you need to limit your thinking. Stories are all about going beyond reality. It is no wonder that they let you understand big ideas with only a little bit of English reading practice. But this works better when you are reading better story. Why short stories are best for English learning? Short stories are amazing resources for any English learner. That's because you get more time to focus on individual words. When text is short, you can spend more time learning how every single word is used and what importance it has in the piece. You can read a whole story in one sitting. Attention spans are very important for learning, and the ability to finish a story gives you more time to understand it. Short stories are designed to give you maximum information with minimum effort. It is best con it is best for consistency. It is far easier to read one story every day than trying to read a big novel that never seems to end. You can share them easily in a group since short story can be read in a single sitting. They are ideal for book clubs and learning cycles. Most of the time this group do not work because members have no time to read. Short stories are the best perfect solution. You can focus more on ideas and concepts. Language is less about words and more about the meaning behind them. If you spend all your time learning vocabulary and grammar, you will never be able to speak fluently a language because you will have little to talk about. These short stories give you the opportunity to understand big ideas in context. You can choose almost any short story and get something useful of it. Each story has its own special feature that you can appreciate. The best kind of story will be one that is interesting, has a strong message, and of course helps you to both practice and learn English. It will be one that leaves in an impact both in your English education and in your imagination. Short stories are also a great resource for English learners because they allow you to work on reading, speaking, and listening at the same time. In our fantastic digital age, it is possible to find wonderful short stories online in video form. If you find a video that includes English language subtitle, you can read while also listening to how a native speaker pronounces words. Some of the short story highlighted below are available in video format on FluentU, which is a video-based online immersion program. In addition to short story video tellings, the program has many types of authentic videos like movie clips, music videos, and inspiration talks. Okay, that's enough. I will continue to work out. Let's go with this easy freeze, baby freeze. I forgot that I just ate a bread and drink some, sweetie water. So I shouldn't do that. Thank you for watching my 1 hour practice many things with me. Please like, subscribe. The button is below. And thank you again. Good luck.